Hi there, my name is Slush, and I make videos on helping and giving advice to game devs who want to improve marketing their brand and online presence, not just their game being released. This is not and should be considered professional advice. These are only my opinions. I recommend actual consultants for that matter. If you want to learn more, please subscribe. Since I joined Twitter in September, I've realized that the game dev community uses multiple hashtags to promote their games, their brands, and themselves. While a lot of them are used more correctly than others, I feel that some people don't understand when to use certain hashtags and what type of audience they're actually reaching. There are two categories of people you reach when you post on Twitter: fellow game devs, or people within the community, which is networking, or potential consumers of your game. The three hashtags I'll be talking about in this video are fixed, recurring ones that you'll know why when I say them: Wishlist Wednesday, Follow Friday, and Screenshot Saturday. Now, on Twitter I find myself seeing people utilize these hashtags in these categories, with Wishlist Wednesday and Screenshot Saturday in the consumer tab, while Follow Friday is alone in the networking one. Now, where do I see them? I believe most of these are used strictly for networking aside from Wishlist Wednesday, depending on the attitude and use of your tweets. With Screenshot Saturday, from what I've seen, potential consumers of your game aren't searching up screenshots for every game once a week on a fixed timetable. For example, if you're making an RPG, and I love RPGs, and you post on Screenshot Saturday with the hashtag, I would need to scroll down for a long time, looking at things that don't interest me, since genre isn't separated. After that, it's just luck I picked the right time and your tweet hit the algorithm and I saw it on my search feed. What you can do to better utilize this hashtag is reposition your GIF, picture, or video to market towards game devs. What I mean is to show a screenshot, something technical instead. Offer tips to fellow creators or give advice on how you worked on the section you were showing off. Asking for critiques also gives people more incentive to click on the tweet and engage with it, since it's giving the user a call to action, which is really important. Wishlist Wednesday is another hashtag that I see that can be construed as a consumer hashtag. While I agree there is a consumer upside with this one, I still think there's enough networking elements to consider this an in-the-middle hashtag. From what I've seen, this tweet is for mainly game devs to either help the community reach more traction on the Steam pages by wishlisting their network's games in hopes Steam would give them more favorable page listings, or this hashtag is for game devs shopping around for personal preference. You need to know, the average consumer isn't typing in this hashtag, let alone as often as once a week, and these wishlists may inflate your Steam numbers, but may result in a small percentage of purchases. I would avoid spending a lot of your time crafting content for this hashtag and instead focusing your time on your main marketing channel's efforts to get your target market wishlisting your game instead, as well as finish your game. No need to study times people are searching up Wishlist Wednesday for the most optimal posting period, and don't study on how many impressions you have. If you want to post a tweet, make a quick one up and only touch it again if people respond to it. Finally, a more straightforward one is Follow Friday. I personally don't use Follow Friday for the spam it creates, but Follow Friday, if you don't know, is a universal networking hashtag used to benefit the poster advertising everyone's profiles on their tweet, but does give opportunity for networks to view other people they may not have seen before and begin a relationship with. Though this may begin in intention, a person creating a Follow Friday post may only be in it for the traction they get and not the networking of others in general. Follow Friday posters or people in the post may see an uptick in their follower accounts, yet users may be inactive to your content or people will just unfollow after the tweet has aged a bit. I feel this form of networking is the reason why game dev Twitter gets a bad rap for being a social media full of ghosts and bots. In my overall opinion, using more organic methods of Twitter interaction and networking will provide a more healthy follower base and create a more solid engagement rate. For example, though I've been a part of a few Follow Fridays as a viewer, my organic strategy and utilization of other hashtags and interactions created, in my opinion, a healthy environment and gave myself a space to grow. With only 65 followers, getting consistently over 10% of your follower base in likes interaction, in my opinion, is impressive. But what do I know? I may just be tooting my own horn. Yeah, I probably am. It's important to understand what hashtags mean, who's posting on them, but more importantly, understand who's viewing them, and how you can leverage that knowledge for your benefit. Understand every post on your Twitter and hashtags you use, you'll attract either networkers or consumers. Which one are you trying to aim for, and which one do you want? And how are you going to fix it?